Sup nerds! So as I was sitting here wondering what video to make for this Saturday, I am still writing stories, I am still drawing and whatnot, trying to animate and stuff, but I didn't have anything ready to show you, so I was thinking maybe I should skip this week. As I was thinking about all that, as one does, I started to clean my shelf and my wardrobe, and in there I did find my Beyblades. And for those of you who have been watching my stuff for a while, do know that I used to make Beyblade videos. It wasn't Beyblade X, which is the current generation now. I was with Burst. And yeah, Beyblade X is super popular now, but Beyblade Burst wasn't as popular as Beyblade X is now. I mean, yes, it was popular, but it was just popular in the niche, right? There weren't celebrities going to events showing their Beyblades on said event on public, right? It definitely blew up quite a bit with Beyblade X, but Beyblade Burst was still as cool, if not even more cool, towards the end. But the problem I used to have with it is that because I wasn't in North America or Europe or Asia, I used to get the Beyblades here fairly late, and by then when I made the video, everybody had already seen videos on that from other YouTubers that were in those continents that I mentioned. And so I never gathered that many views with Beyblade stuff, and then my money ran out, and so I stopped making videos. But in my head, I had made videos on all the Beyblade products that I did have, but today as I was sifting through stuff, I realized I still had a unopened Pro Series Beyblade, and that is this one, So Balkesh. Fantastic, fantastic. I don't remember why I didn't make a video, I just know that I didn't make a video on it, since this is unopened. So I figured instead of skipping a week in which I make a video, why don't we make a throwback video in which we open a Beyblade just like we used to in our Beyblade days. So yeah, let's open So Balkesh. Showing the back, and it shows you the pieces that you get, that it is a left spin Beyblade, it is a stamina type, and it shows you some stats here. And yeah, let's get to the parts. We do get this manual with the stickers inside. Most of Hasbro stuff by then were not getting stickers, so Pro Series getting stickers was the first indication that it was trying to get back to being like Takara Tomy. So this is always fantastic to see, but in the manual here they do show how to put the stickers, so we'll be doing that soon. We do also get the Pro Series launcher, and it is blue because it is the left spin launcher, and it is pretty smooth, just as with all of the Pro Series launcher. It's very nice. It is bulkier than the normal ripcord launchers that we used to get with the non-Pro Series stuff on Hasbro side, so these are always welcome. And I don't think we had a lot of left spin stuff on Pro Series. Of course this was one, but this was part of a battle set, and this was one, so I think the only other left spin launcher that I have from the GT series of Pro Series was from this Luinor. Now getting to the parts itself, we do have the chip of Balkesh, or in Takara Tomy it would have been Bahamut. And it is very cool that it is blue. A little sad we didn't actually get the anime Bahamut, but you know, we'll take what we can get. It is a Bahamut chip, so why not? Fantastic, fantastic. This transparent crystal blue is really pretty. I don't know if you can tell, but it is glittery inside, so you know, it's really cool. Then we do also get the layer weight 10, which is not very competitive or anything like that, but this is the exact same weight that came on the Naked Spriggan, which is where we first see the soul layer. So you know, it is in line with the combo that we got for the Takara Tomy side of this layer base. So speaking of which, the layer base here is called Soul. On Takara Tomy side of things it was called Naked, but hey, Hasbro doesn't want you to say naked, I guess. So they call this Soul. And Soul is a decent layer base. It is, as you can see, it is very round, tall, so somewhat defensive, but mostly for agility. The naked layer that we got from Takara Tomy with Spriggan was blue. This is more green, so it is slightly different, but why not? It is still pretty cool. And to put the weight, you just put it like that, and then you put your chip on there, click it, close the tabs, and there you go. This is So Balkesh. Fantastic, fantastic. And for the forged disc we do get Paradox, which is also the same forged disc that came with the Naked Spriggan. So you know, like I said, cool that we get these combos together. It is very wide, and this goes perfectly well with the Soul layer base. As you can see here, It fits perfectly, it keeps that roundness, and it is pretty good. If you do want to use this forged disc with the other layer bases, you can just pop this in, this inner piece, and then turn it around like that so that it can fit some of the wider layer bases on top. If you do put it like this on the sole layer base, it does leave this gap on there, which can be helpful or maybe not, who knows. But it does make stuff protrude downwards, so when your Beyblade starts spinning out, you can start scraping the base quite a bit. So yeah, I don't know if this is such a good idea. We will just leave it like this to use with its intended purpose for the sole layer, like that. The driver here is a little disappointing because here we get Eternal. It is not the same driver that we got on the Naked Spriggan. I don't quite remember what was the driver that we got there, but it wasn't this one. And this Eternal is a very old driver. Not only that, but it is not even dash, it is not even metal. So it will probably, yeah, you can see that the springs are very light on it, very weak. So most probably this will be prone to bursting a lot easier than some of the other Beyblades in this series. But this is a stamina tip, as you can see, but it also has this free spinning POM plastic, which when you tilt, it can help keep moving. This plastic does have less friction supposedly. It will keep it moving on the stadium when it tilts to go. For stamina types, it is not a bad driver. It's just that I wish it was at least dash so that it would help with the burst resistance. But yeah, those are the pieces. Let's put the stickers on. And there you go. All the stickers applied. Fantastic, fantastic. I do like that quite a bit. I just wish his eyes would have been a different color instead of just blue. It is a different color blue. I don't know if you can tell on camera. It is a different color blue, so like you can tell that it is the eyes if you're looking at it just with your eyes. But I wish it was like yellow or red so that it is more distinct. But you know, it is what it is. Why not? So let's build this baby boy up. It is a left spin, so I think you go from here down. Yes. And there you go. We have made Balkesh. Fantastic, fantastic. I do like the looks quite a bit. The colors do match really well. Still not too sure about Eternal Driver on this, but let's test it out on the arena and then battle it out with some of the other GT Pro Series. So pretty standard stamina performance there. Let's see if he's any better with this. And yeah, let's do some battles. Those launchers might be a little bit too strong for GT Pro Series, but let's go again, round 2. Let's go against something a little tougher. Oof. Yeah, you can see that Balkesh did burst there. His burst resistance is not that strong, sadly. But also, Joker does hit really hard with the rubber impacts here. Let's go against another stamina. Yeah, so against the stamina, whoever we launch second does win. Let's try against another left spinning bay. This one is attack and it hits really hard, so let's check this out. Whoa. Yeah. Attack times for the win. Especially when the stamina type that is fighting against does have very weak teeth and burst resistance. And of course, we do have to try against Lord Spryzen. One thing we used to do back when we used to make Beyblade videos was that some of my friends could buy me Beyblades and I would make an avatar for them, like this one right here. My friend Joe got me this. So every time I opened a Beyblade from that series of the Beyblade that they got me, last battle would be against that Beyblade and it would be as if I was battling them. So yeah, let's try this out. You can hear the POM piece dragging on the arena, and it did win by a little bit. You can hear the scrape. So I do think that this piece on the Eternal when it is against other stamina types, it does help spin that little bit longer. Towards the end, you definitely can hear this on the arena scraping, and they do end up getting a few more spins than the other stamina types. So that's fantastic. That's actually pretty cool. So against attack types, it does burst pretty easily, but when it's a battle of stamina, you can outspin most Beyblades, especially because of his rounder form factor, but also because of this little guy here. And yeah, that's what I had to show today. This was so nostalgic. I do still take out my Beyblades to take a look at them once in a while. I don't battle them too often because being a collector, I don't want to damage them too bad, right? After a bunch of battles, you definitely can see scrapes and whatnot, especially because these were plastic. They aren't metal like Beyblade X is now. So if you do battle them a lot, you do start seeing a lot of wear and tear. So I tend to not try to battle these if I'm not making a video on them or testing something out. I do end up battling mostly with other Hasbro stuff that aren't as expensive. Things like Hypersphere and Speedstorm stuff, because the battles are fun, they're pretty hectic, but because they are cheaper Beyblades, it wouldn't be as sad to see those break compared to something like this. But yeah, making this video here does make me want to get back to collecting Beyblades, but alas, I won't be able to for now, but definitely a great throwback. So yeah, what did you think? Did you like Balkesh? Were you into Beyblades in Beyblade Burst? And if so, what do you think is better, Beyblade X or Beyblade Burst? Let me know in the comments down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Consider becoming a member to help this channel out by clicking join down below. Subscribe to some more videos like this, and of course, always nerd on.